Welcome back to the channel. This is the Ian West Network, and today we're going to go ahead and do a review on the Razer Kishi by iOS. Now, we already did a review on the Android version of this and the limitations, so now we're going to do the iOS so I can show you basically the differences and how simplistic it is to actually use it for iOS because a lot more apps are supported. Without further ado, let's hop right into this video. Okay, just like the other Razer Kishi videos, anyone didn't see that, that's perfectly fine. I'll go over this all over again. So when you have these physical buttons right here that you see, these three buttons, they don't actually do anything on the iOS version for regular Android applications. We're not talking about Xbox, the Xbox streaming service. That's different. That's what they're for. But when it comes to the actual iOS services, you don't have to worry about that. So let's just look at how it comes with the controller. You pop this open in the back, and this actually stretches open to fit any size iPhone. Unfortunately, you can't have a case on when you're using this. So for those that are accident prone, they drop a lot of things, I'm going to suggest you use this near some carpet just in case you drop the phone. But I will say if you put this down on the table, it will protect the back of the iPhone. As a matter of fact, let's show you in real time how it actually looks. We're going to go to the application, and I'm going to show you how it looks. Let me go ahead and take this case off. I'm actually using a iPhone 12 for the test phone for this particular video. So what we do is, first things first, you're going to download, let me see, let's get my face, there we go. You're going to download the Android Kishi app, which is right here, free application. Now, if you watched me do the last video on the Android Kishi for the iOS, then it was as a Kishi setting where it required you to activate certain games and it lets you know certain ones were compatible. Like Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG did not work for that. But for the actual iOS, because they have, it's shame to me to say this, but even if you buy a $3 million Android phone, some software just isn't going to work. And the developer, which is weird, I don't know why they would release a smart, whatever you call this thing, controller and not allow it to connect to games like Call of Duty. It's an easy fix, but they don't care enough about their customer base. It is what it is, so nothing you can do about that. So when you go to the settings, all you see is about, facts, and feedback. That's basically it, and it'll let you know if there's an update. So as soon as you pop this inside the case like so, it connects. It'll let you know the controller's connected that fast. You're done. Now if you go back to the settings right here, it'll let you know what version, let's go to the firmware right here. It'll let you know your firmware version, let you know if you're up to date, and it'll update for you, worst case scenario. So we're gonna go ahead and swipe out of this, and we're gonna go to Call of Duty Mobile. And what I'm gonna do here is show you guys the difference between this and the other Razer Kishi for Android. Now I played the Badlands for the other one. And the reason I did that is because a lot of the applications for the Android version of this controller, a lot of the games aren't free. You have to pay for Legend of Mana, different things. Like I'm not paying $21.99 or $13.99 for a game that's been out forever, long since I was a child, just to show you guys that no, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it unless you're streaming the Xbox games. And even then, it's only about 100 titles that's actually streamable for the iOSs and Android. So it's not really quite there worth the money. So when you go to the setting right here, and you go to controller, normally, let's put it right here, where are we? Controller. When you see in settings where it says connected, this is connected. Automatically on iOS, it'll read it and it'll connect it. If this was Android, it'll say connect. And when you click on this, it'll just be a little circle symbol telling you to connect your Bluetooth because it can use Xbox controllers. But that's it. You won't be able to actually connect the Razer Kishi unless you do some crazy trick to get it working with an Xbox One controller, and that's ridiculous. You shouldn't have to do that. So I'm just going to show you guys quick gameplay just to let you know how it actually works. Every button is preset like a typical Call of Duty game. Right here you have your top buttons, which are the triggers. Aim, shoot. Oh, let me go ahead and I'm looking at this through the actual phone screen, my camera. So if I get killed, well, you know why. Anywho, so as you can see, let me pull it back a little bit. There you go. The buttons on this work perfectly fine. Triangle changes your gun, or Y changes your gun. Is that Y? Yep, Y changes your gun. You got your jump button, duck, slide, just like any other Call of Duty. Top buttons are the triggers for the, there you go. So everything works exactly like it would if you was playing a regular Call of Duty game, like on the console, which is a good thing. And it's very smooth. I don't have any input lag whatsoever. I don't have any issues with the controller. I will say that the iOS version of this particular controller is very, very accurate. Love it. Like this actually got me into playing Call of Duty Mobile again, because for a while I didn't really care to use the touchscreen because my iPhone isn't big. I have a 6.1 version. For some people that's fine, but when it comes to just using phone applications and whatnot, games, the touch is very responsive, but it's very small too when you look at all the little options on the screen. So anywho, this is the game. It's very simple, very simplistic to use. The match is over. All right, so while we're talking about this, like I said, when you use this particular controller for the iOS, you don't have to download any additional software outside of the Razer Kishi application. That's basically all you have to do. There's nothing else to do. I love the fact that iOS takes the time to make sure that their products, or their products that work on their platform, actually work, which is ridiculous. And I shouldn't be in third place, seeing how I just came into the game and it was already pretty much over when I got there. But anyway, that just shows you that the controller is working. In addition to that, for those that are wondering, you know what, you want to keep your phone charged while playing this, on the bottom right-hand screen, which I should have did this in the beginning of the video, right here is the lightning adapter. So since your phone is connected, you plug this in, it will charge your phone while you're using this. Just so you know, this controller cannot be used without being connected to a device. So it's not a Bluetooth device. It's powered on by your phone itself. And it could take a little considerable amount of energy. If you're playing certain games, your battery will die faster. But I digress. With technology and things going on, it is what it is, and it's perfectly fine. I'm aware of that. Actually, I stopped bringing my Nintendo Switch out with me because I'm able to just play Call of Duty Mobile, which is super convenient. But anyway, that's the video. So to ask if this is worth it, I'll be honest with you. If you're not a big iOS gamer, because see, the difference between iOS and Android, primarily for gaming, is that you can download an APK file for particular games that don't exist anymore in the Android store. Or if you don't want to pay, I'm not telling you I'll leave that one alone. The point is that you can download APK files, which makes acquiring applications much easier on Android. The problem is that a lot of games aren't supported with the Kishi controller. On Android, on iOS, you're good to go right out of the box. With Android, you have to do some customization. It'll let you know it may be compatible, it may not be compatible. And to be honest, that's a real headache if you ask me. So games like Bloodstained it might be compatible, but you're buying something and you're hoping that it's working. It's not guaranteed with Android. With iOS, you have a higher probability of everything being optimized in a way where it recognizes a controller's hooked up to it. That's it. Remember, with Android, you could hook up other controllers, PS4 controllers, Xbox One controllers, Xbox 360 controllers, corded or wireless, and connect it to the bottom of the jack, and you're perfectly fine. It'll work. With iOS, you don't have all those options. So when they release certain controllers, they make sure that it's compatible with the games with it, because iOS is extremely popular and companies want to make money. I don't know what Razer's doing in this particular instance. Get your thing. I'm about to curve. Get yourself together, Razer, and actually get the support necessary for games like Call of Duty and PUBG, because they're super popular and you want people to buy your products. Anyhow, that is the video. I did get mine for $40 at a pawn shop. This is normally priced at $99. You can find them on sale for about $56, sometimes $49. Really depends on if you're shopping around. I will put a description in the link for where I got this. Well, more so, I'm going to put a description in the link of where you can find this new for under $100. Best Buy sells it for about, I think, $56.99 or $59.99 right now, which is still the price of a regular controller. But you have to think about the investment, especially if you're a Call of Duty player. You want to be a professional. You want to play in the leagues, different things. I don't know if they allow controller, but I know that you can play that on the phone, and it'll actually let you know that you'll be playing people that have controller. If you do this, of course, you can play against people that don't have controller also. They can still decide to use your touchscreen. It's optional. So I ranted on long enough. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, so this video can get passed around and the channel can grow. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Be safe until then.